Everybody, hello!
Hello.
We
We
are
were all so slow on the way.
back from our impromptu 2-week break.
Hiatus.
We had a bit of a rough one last time.
A bit.
Just a little bit.
No, you think?
But we are happy to be back, and we're happy to be playing some more D&D with you guys. Before we get into the session proper, we're gonna dive into some channel announcements. First off, most importantly, we have a YouTube channel now. Commune is on the YouTubes, which means that you can check out past VODs, video highlights, everything like that under the sun at our YouTube channel. Check the link that we just dropped in chat. Thank you, Shop. You were on the gun, and I appreciate that.
No, you got it before me.
Yeah, I'm so used to doing it myself. I'm not used to having mods. So, okay. And then schedule. Obviously, we have Intelligence Save tonight. Our next stream will be Commune and Chill on Wednesday. And Wednesday, I will also be lending my D&D or my Dungeon Master experience over to the Welcome Inn. I will be Dungeon Mastering a session of Ever's Changing Arena over there. So that is going to be a lot of fun. What else? God. Oh, God. I haven't done this since yesterday, and I'm so bad at it. You know what? Fuck it. We got stuff going on. We're playing D&D. Let's introduce our players. God, I am in a place today, you guys. All right. Snap, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is iSnapPlastic. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch and a TikTok creator. I primarily do Gundams, but I also play video games and do other things that involve plastic, including hanging out with Commune DM some nights playing video games and watching him play Nuzlocke on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Ciao.
I am Shop Goblin. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, as well as a D&D TikTok creator over on TikTok. And I do all sorts of stuff from Dead by Daylight to playing Smite with these schmoes, as well as some Minecraft and some single-player stuff, and then, just making bad TikToks about D&D and Star Wars and other things.
There.
So, yeah, you can find me on both of those platforms as ShopGoblin_.
All right, and
Cool.
Stealthy.
Hi, I'm StealthyStormy. I am also a variety streamer here on Twitch.
Love to see it.
I am also a D&D TikToker. And miniature painter there is primarily what my content is. You can find me here playing Intelligence Save on Sunday nights because we're cool like that. And then I stream throughout the week on my own channel, Department of Adventurers. Cool. Hi, I'm here now.
We love to see it. Without any further ado, I guess we get into the recap. So last we left off in Intelligence Save, our party had finally been given the information on the job that Voss Corvin, a drow associate of Addison, had given them. They were to enter the Ulkesson sewer districts and find 3 Viper's Hand artifacts: an amulet, a dagger, and a decrepit hand. It went off the rails pretty fucking fast. So they went to the sewers, and upon finding the amulet, Addi grabbed it, and the group was teleported into a interesting arena where they fought off a UNT nightmare speaker and some other unfortunate creatures. Upon defeating these abominations, one Ardani Stonebridge made herself known.
Ardani Bousette.
Bousette.
Yeah.
I think it's Stonebridge.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think she gets to use that name.
No.
I think she does.
As the members of the family vote to disown,
I get 2 votes for the parents, so it's 3 votes.
both of the parents would vote with us, so that's 4-1. She's disowned.
They're my NPCs. I don't know.
Stop telling Alec how to live his life.
I'm not. I'm telling him how his character is a
So,
bitch.
with that, Ardani had revealed herself to be the secret half-sibling of both Asher and Addison Stonebridge, leaving the two siblings in a bit of a shock. Once finding their way outside of the sewer system, they were met by a central part of Ulkas overrun by a group of about 30 Viper's Hand. Hostages were held, words were had, and Phelan of Phelan's Odds and Oddities, the bookstore that our intrepid band had entered the first day in the city, was killed. Upon finishing this traumatic and emotional entry, the group was transported to a continent across the sea known as Xen'Dryx, where they are now seemingly under the protection of King Nadalvrin in an Eisenlied warehouse across the sea. So, with that, we're going to pick up Torch.
Torch would emerge from his lamp.
Oh, this is before you wake up, baby.
Oh, dang, now, but
Throughout your dreams, Torch, you have many ebbing and flowing visions of your father, visions of your mother taking care of you, and different. Oh no!
You're good.
Oh no! You switched though. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Asher Stonebridge, and let me tell you how amazing my family is.
Oh, rude.
Oh my god!
I'm still Asher Stonebridge.
This is what happens when I try and make things work.
That son of a bitch!
Now Stealthy's you. There we go.
We got it. Okay.
I'm sorry. Serious face.
So, you are.
Serious is not something I want to be right now.
Jesus Christ. So, you are seeing these visions of, time passed with your family and visages of your father, and you hear the voice of Illustrae ring back in your head. What is it you want? What, from life? What is it?
I don't know. For as long as I can remember, it was my job to take care of my family, to be the son that my father wanted me to be. Now, I don't know what to be anymore.
Do you know of my history, Torch? If you want, you can make a history check.
History check.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
Because Snap knows.
Religion?
It'd be religion or history, whatever you choose.
Oh, I'm taking. I'm going to take the history check because that was a 16.
16.
Religion was 9.
Oof. Okay, so for your history check, you are able to remember stories since over the last 30 years, drow culture has become more integrated into society, and the story of Illustrae and how she rebelled against her mother and joined the good aligned deities have kind of reigned through books and stories, and your mother would actually tell you the story of Illustrae and would kind of regale the story of how she chose good upon taking after her mother and subjugating and being a tyrant. It seems that you've been on a good path by one who loves you very much.
Can you answer me this? I'm told that my father is nowhere near the man that I thought he was. Can the same be said of my mother? Is anything about my life true?
Your mother told to me occasionally, like many elven children do. Your mother is good. She believes in love. She believes in change, and most importantly, she believes in you. If that helps.
It does. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the help you've given thus far.
As you look, you see Flicker beside you.
Hey, asshole! What you doing here?
She'll look at you.
Do you wish to have this fiendish being with you?
Torch, looking at Flicker, remembers when he first met the little guy.
The little bastard.
A little bastard, and how his father introduced him and instructed him that this was his servant, his charge. He was supposed to assert his dominance over it, and every time he looks at those red feathers, he just sees his dad, and he just shakes his head no.
You see Isla Stray kind of tilt her hand.
My little one.
She kind of quelches her hand into a fist as the flame of Flicker is snuffed into nothing but embers. And in its spot, you see a similar flash of what looks to be twinkling stars. And a small pseudo-dragon crawls around your ankle.
This seems a little more fitting. She's a little kinder.
She's so adorable.
And the pseudo-dragon doesn't say anything, but just kind of nods in your direction. And
does she have a name?
no.
We'll have to fix that.
You will.
At rest. And if you wish to change yourself further, know a good dance. I can help you.
Torch is just gonna nod and hopefully recede back into his consciousness and not be driven insane.
You teeter back and you kind of hit the bed in your lamp, and Asher kind of wake up just a little sore. Feel kind of stressed out. Your heartbeat is elevated.
What does he see around him?
You see a beautiful ivory white room, like nothing you've ever seen before. You are in a large, illustrious bed with big wooden posts. On a bed next to you, you see Marguerite, bandaged heavily, unconscious. Addi, did you stay in the same bed as your brother?
Yeah.
You see Addison kind of turn to the side, sleeping in, a sleepover like you guys had plenty of times as children. And just this beautiful white room.
Asher, with his eyes wide, is just like looking around with this like mixture of curiosity, caution, and fear.
Sure.
And just very lightly reaches out and shakes Addi a bit. Addison.
Yeah, Addison, you feel your brother
What?
shaking you.
Addison actually wakes up pulling a dagger out from underneath the pillow. What?
It's just me. We did not go to sleep here last night. What has happened? Where are we?
You don't remember anything.
Last I remember was drawing in my journal and then going to sleep in that inn. What happened? Why is Marguerite injured?
Addi kind of gets this really sad look and it's like, and then just kind of starts to retell what happened
Okay. Yeah.
from
So
the beginning.
over the course of the next 5 or so minutes, Asher, you're kind of regaled this story of a day from hell. What you imagine is in your worst conceivable nightmares. But your sibling is telling all of this to you.
Because of where he's at right now mentally, I'm going to have to roll an insight check on the story.
Yeah.
23. I know the answer.
Addi is telling the complete and utter truth. You see the way that Addi is describing the events. At certain points, tears, I would imagine, kind of well into Addi's eyes, and there's this look of fear in the recounting of this tale that you know your sibling wouldn't lie about.
I don't... I can't. I want you to be lying. But I know you and you're not. You don't have many tales, but I can sometimes catch them. Give me time. I need to think about this.
Yeah, and you will notice that even though Addi has slept at this point, they still look exhausted.
Yeah. So as you guys kind of survey the room, Torch, are you coming out of your lamp?
Affirmative.
Okay. So Addi and Asher, you see Torch pop out of his lamp for the day.
Where's the lamp in relation to us?
I'd say it's just on the other side of the room, because you said it was on like a dresser, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I set it on top of the dresser this time.
That's right. You put me there.
That's what happens when you get drunk. Your friends play jokes on you.
So
No, I'm assuming the two of us aren't really paying attention, so Asher is going to have his pistol drawn and pointing before he realizes it's Torch.
yeah, you look to see Torch, Asher holding a pistol on you.
I'm sorry, Asher. And he's just going to take finger off the trigger and reholster it. Just, he is visibly deflated.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's had the recounting.
Yeah.
Of the last day.
Did you just like unload everything on him?
Yes.
Okay. It's that's one way to do it. Baby steps next time.
And you see, like, even though exhausted, Addi gets this look of, did you really just tell me how to take care of my brother?
Asher just kind of looks at Torch and goes, no offense, but you're not exactly the best person to have an opinion on family life.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how's your new sister? Like, you guys have like a bunch of birthdays you need to catch up on now, right? And he's just gonna walk to where he thinks the kitchen is.
Asher just kind of puts his hand on his holster for a second and thinks about it.
Addi reaches over, grabs the hand, and then goes, so your plan is to just go walking through King Nadal's palace. I'm assuming that's where we are. I honestly don't know.
All I know is I'm hungry. It's been a long night. I've buried way more bodies than I planned on today, yesterday, whatever it is. And I'm hungry. So I'm either going to find food or I'm going to find a fight. And either way, It'll be an
Well,
exciting
if
day.
King Nadal is a potential ally, let's not fight if we can help it. But
It'll be
food
fine.
sounds like a fine distraction. And whiskey.
You guys hear a knock on the door.
Come in.
You see
And
Vosk.
literally, for Asher, it's automatic.
Yeah. So you do see Vosk walk in, still heavily bandaged. He kind of looks. Morning. All things considered, you guys slept okay.
Reasonably well.
Breakfast is going to be done in a moment. King Nadal would love to see you and speak with you. Addi, could I steal you for a second?
And he nods, walks out with him, and then stops at the doorway, turns around and looks at the two of them. He goes, behave.
Asher is actually not meeting Addi's eyes. And just kind of turns and moves over to kind of kneel next to Marguerite's bed.
Yeah.
Vosk is still injured.
Yeah, he's like, you can tell the superficial nature of the wounds, like they're not open kind of flay wounds, but he's still pretty bandaged. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a cure wounds on him, but I'm not gonna tell him I'm doing it. I'm just gonna like put my hand on his shoulder like a gentle pat, and he gets 6 health points back.
Okay. You see some of the more serious wounds do kind of close up. And I'll give you an inspiration point for that.
Double inspiration.
He kind of looks. Thanks. Appreciate that a lot. One of the maids will be in here to get you guys when breakfast is ready. And his eyes kind of turn to you, Addi, as he's just kind of. Walk out of the room, just into the hallway. You following, I assume?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just kind of leans up against the wall, shuts the door. Right?
I'm exhausted. Still. And Asher doesn't remember anything. I had to explain everything this morning.
It's not fun. I've had shell shock myself a couple of times. Thank you, Ivy, for the hydrate. I wanted to... Last night, before you went to bed, what happened? I don't want to put anything on your plate you can't handle. I just want to make sure you didn't do what you did last night because you thought you were going to die.
That's not it.
You've known me as a pretty low-life piece of shit for the last couple of years. I just didn't want... I don't want you to think I'm that guy.
I've come to realize that the past couple days.
The patrons are here. got them out safe. That would have been impossible without Tajan. They're getting briefed by some people, told what's going on, what's happening. I told them to wait, not just to bring them into your room. I didn't know if that would help or if it would hurt. Now that you said all that about Asher, I think I made the right move.
Yeah. I want to see them before Ash sees them.
Take it to him now, if you will.
That'd be good. And about last night,
You see, he kind of, as you turn the conversation back to that, he kind of quickly looks to the floor. Like you've never really seen the man timid before. He's always been very boisterous and kind of playing up the role. But he's like, oh fuck.
You know I don't talk shit at all.
I've learned that over the years. Yeah.
So, and I don't do anything by half measures. Either. So. And Addi just kind of leaves it at that.
Kind of
And
nods. Is noted. He'll turn around, walk down a hallway. We're gonna pop back to Asher. You said you were sitting by Marguerite's bed.
Mm-hmm. He's
Okay.
just, he turned his back and wouldn't meet Addi's eyes and is just
Yeah.
kneeling by Marguerite's bed, just kind of checking on her.
Sure. Yeah. After a couple minutes, after Addi leaves, she starts stirring, just kind of moving around, and she kind of sits up, just
Easy, easy.
Mm.
You're not exactly in best condition.
saying I don't look good.
Oh, you look fantastic. It's just a bit tarnished.
Tarnished.
I mean,
Oh,
comparatively, and he just kind of references himself.
fine. Are you okay? Was a bad day yesterday.
I'll take your word for it. Addi had to tell me about it. I didn't remember anything after I went to sleep the other night.
Oh,
I still don't. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I said. I know what Addi told me, and that is, it was bad. And he's gonna kind of look over his shoulder at Torch, and then kind of lean into Marguerite and just, I never thought my sibling could kill someone in cold blood, especially someone who was kind. I don't know how to take that.
Does
Kinda-
Torch hear that?
I am
Asher,
actively
give me-
trying not to let him see
yeah.
her, so.
Give me a stealth check, and then Torch, give me a perception check.
Oh, perception. Thank God.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
Fuck. Okay.
I got a 13.
Yes, and you hear him. Like with how shaken up Asher is, you can hear that he's intending to whisper, but his voice just so shaky it kind of naturally picks up, and you kind of hear it in the back of your head or in the back of your
I
ear.
make no indication that I heard anything.
Okay, cool. She Marguerite does sit up. I assume you have like your hands up, kind of up on the bed.
One of his arms would be like resting on the bed, just kind of helping to keep him balanced,
Mhm.
because he's essentially squatting right now, just in like
Yeah.
that Slav squat.
She'll put her hand, which heavily bandaged. You see two of the rings that she has are gone. She kind of pats your hand. Addi not only saved your lives, but they saved, excuse me, my life. Vosk's life.
I know.
They did what they thought was necessary.
My mind, I consciously know. I'm a logical person. I know
It's hard to see it.
it's what was needed, but I hurt in my heart. Someone who's that kind to do something like that, I never imagined. I'll need time.
She'll kind of...
And I don't want her to know. I don't want them to know. It could break them. I know how much they value my opinion of them, even though it is really not what they should value, but
Marguerite kind of tucks your hair kind of behind your ear. Take your time to think about it, yes, but don't be afraid to talk to your sibling. They love you, and you love them. Don't let this break you. That's what Ardani wants.
trust me. If I was so easily broken, I would not be anything but a babbling mess now. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch.
Thank you. Oh, God.
If I was so easily broken, I would be nothing but a babbling mess.
But
I understand the king wants to speak with us, so I need to make up a list. I will need things.
if you have questions, he's the man
Not
to ask.
questions. I'm going to make something that can kill Ardani from a mile away.
Wish you luck.
It's what I've
And
been working on.
you see the hand kind of stays on your face. Don't let Ardani change you either.
I'll try. And you get some rest.
I need to bathe. I smell like shit. She kind of pushes herself up, and you see that somebody, whether it was Vosk or somebody else, put crutches on the side of the bed. And she kind of props herself up. I'm going to...
Asher's gonna grab them and just help her up.
Yeah, so picks herself up.
Trust me, I know what broken limbs are like. I had a number of falls from trees as a boy.
So I'm going to bathe and then to my room, and I'm going to look pretty for breakfast, and no one can fucking stop me. He kind of...
He puts his hand on top of his head to hold his hat there.
She looks...
You can do that? You're not taking my hat.
He laughs and just kind of walks out of the room, leaving you and Torch in there alone.
As she leaves, I'd like to use the 2 second-level spell slots, and I'll do Cure Wounds at 2nd level twice.
Okay.
And she'll get 18 hit points back.
You'll see as you kind of place a hand on Marguerite's back, you see the elven tattoos kind of light up, the bit of magic kind of pushing a surge through her. And she just kind of, oh, that feels better. You're going to put the crutches down. She's still kind of limping a little bit, but she kind of looks at you, Torch, and just...
Don't mention it. Ever. Like, at all. And I'll just walk away.
Okay.
Is there a table in here?
There's, yeah, I'd say there's like an end table next to the bed.
I'm gonna pull it around to the bed so I can sit and have it in front of me and just start disassembling and cleaning my guns.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. We are going to then go to Torch. Where are you headed?
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit down on the bed that was so generously provided to me. And I'm going to take out the silver deck of cards that I won from the guy who apparently they were cursed.
Apparently.
Aha. And I'm just going to take them out and start playing some solitaire by myself.
Okay. Playing some games. You see Asher working on his pistols, and okay. We will, unless there's anything you guys want to do or say.
I'm just going to look up and I'm like, instead of cleaning your firearms, you could ask her if she needs any help. She looked like she was pretty hurt.
Asher isn't even going to acknowledge it. He's just in that completely zoned out, like, working on the gun headspace.
Okay.
Shake head.
Did you say dickhead?
No, I just shake head.
Oh,
SMH.
okay.
SMH.
So, with that, we are going to follow Addison. Vosk is walking in front of you. You're in here. They got in this morning. I think they're done being debriefed. You see people walking down the hall from the general vicinity. I'll stay out here. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that.
Addi takes a deep breath and just. I don't know that I want to be in the middle of it.
Well, you thought your parents were dead yesterday. You found out they're alive today, so take it as a win,
That's true.
I guess.
That's true.
Go on.
Addi walks in.
So, you open the door to see two older human nobles. You see your father, one Samson Cedric Bernard Stonebridge, the Archduke of Anglecourt, and your mother, Vivian Henriette Stonebridge. They're sitting at a table. You see your mother is wearing this large blue, kind of this steel blue gown, high collared, kind of big furled out gown with this beautiful white kind of neck piece. She's, what is with these names? She's kind of white. You see her wiping tears from her face, and your father is in a large steel blue frock coat with a white undershirt. He's got his kind of big top hat on, his monocle, and his large kind of handlebar mustache. You see your father looks to you first. And, oh, thank the gods. He stands up and just grabs you and just holds you tight. You're all right. Oh, thank the gods.
Addison kind of like freezes for a second.
Yeah.
And then relaxes.
How are you?
Better. I thought you were both dead yesterday, and
Not yet. Not yet. Kind of puts both of his, like, for a nobleman, his hands are very thick, very coarse, and he just kind of plants his meat hooks on your face and just gives you a big old kiss on the forehead, and he's just, you look wonderful, darling. You look wonderful. Where's the boy? Where's Asher?
he's resting with our other companions.
Well,
Now.
we brought you both something, more for him than you, I suppose, but he pulls out from a bag a small fox, you know to be Rusco, Asher's pet fox. It runs straight to you and kind of picks up and starts like licking your knees and jumping on you and just kind of giddy and
Addison smiles and scoops up Roscoe.
yeah. It's kind of he's doing the dog wiggle. He's all stoked to be here. Like you see your mother
Addison
is just kind of like she can't really find anything to say. She's smiling at you and you know just kind of nodding along with your father, but like, she's very lost at the situation.
Addison turns and goes, Mom, I...
It's okay. Okay. Come here.
I'm so
She stands
sorry.
up and just grabs you, and which you're not used to with Mom. But this kind of overwhelming need just kind of fills her, and she just grabs you. My sweet Addison, are you okay?
That breaks Addison.
Yeah.
Addison starts to cry.
No. You see she takes the handkerchief that's around her and just is like patting her face. No. There are many suitors back in Anglecourt that will not have this. I promise you that much. There is no crying, We're strong. Well, you're a strong being, not a strong woman. I'll tell you that much. You know, you can tell she's doing everything she can to be supportive, but she's happy to see you more than that.
Addison looks at both of their parents and goes, I feel like it's all my fault.
No. Heck no, there's no way. This was... and as you kind of assign guilt to yourself, you do see your father. Just kind of... This has nothing to do with you children. Fortunately, this has everything to do with me. You see this kind of... a slate look of shame just plaster itself across his face.
Addison kind of climbs up a little, tightens their jaw a little bit and goes, yes, I met my sister.
Wish I could tell you she was lying. She is not. I wish to have this conversation with you and your brother.
He's understandably upset.
He is the man of House Stonebridge. He must face this truth like we all should.
I just wanted to warn you before you see him.
I'll be as gentle with him as I can be.
I'll go get him. Wait here.
You walk out to see Vosk. He's kind of... He's got that... Oh, Jesus Christ. Like that kind of family, like, I did not want to meet the partner's parents in this way. He's like... He's like, so that's going pretty good. Yeah? Huh?
Yeah. About as great as you can imagine.
He grabs your hands. I've seen you like do some pretty badass shit. I think you got that. I don't know. I don't know what your limit is at this point.
I'm finding that out.
Yeah, I think we're getting close.
Yeah.
Are you getting Ash?
Yeah. I need to go get Ash. I'm hoping, and Addison holds up the box.
Oh fuck!
This,
what is that?
It's Roscoe.
He's just kind of like, can I touch it?
Yes, sir.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
God damn it! He just kind of. You see, Roscoe's like very apprehensive at first, and then just kind of gives into the pets pretty quickly.
Asher's pet.
Oh,
we found him one day, and as you know, the Enfield is house symbol, and the fox seemed quite fitting.
Well, hey, it works. All right, go get him. I'll chill out here, I guess. Godspeed.
Addison kind of chuckles a little bit and then walks off to go find Asher.
Addi, you walk out, and we're gonna go to Torch. You still just chilling in the room playing games with yourself? Well, fuck. I didn't mean it. I hate it here.
I'm playing solitaire. It's a game that you play by yourself, as in the name. Alec, what are you implying?
Nothing.
Otherwise,
Nothing. Nobody clip that in chat. Anyway,
okay.
You're playing solitaire with yourself.
Yes, I was playing solitaire with myself. How occupied is Asher? Is he like in the zone still?
what? That's a dasher.
I'm spaced. I'm zoned.
He's zonked, dude. He's totally
Okay.
It's guns, baby.
To the right of me, like, not like making it entirely obvious, but trying to conceal it. Can I summon my new familiar?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it with a stealth check.
I'll do perception with disadvantage. Huh?
25.
Yeah. I say do it with
Sorry, 24. 19 and a 5.
4. Nice. Okay.
Torch playing with himself.
Fucking A. Damn it. Thank you, DOA. Thank you.
Thanks, geeks.
Love to see it.
With disadvantage, 14.
Okay, yeah. So, still none the wiser. Torch, you are able to summon your new familiar. You decided on a name.
Yes.
Okay.
I chose, this is actually suggested by Shop.
Ooh.
And tell me if I'm getting the pronunciation wrong. Is it Kala?
I believe that's how
K-A-L-A?
it's supposed to be pronounced.
Kala? I love
Kala. Which apparently is Elvish for light.
that. Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
It seemed fitting.
It seems very fitting.
Yee boy. So yeah.
Yeah, you summon
Uh,
Kala. What does Kala
do.
look like to you?
So do you remember when you traumatized us the first time the four of us played together? You had a dragon that could morph and change into different things until we cracked it open and then saw it had like sparkly insides. I envision the sparkly insides,
Okay.
but on the outside.
So kind of like a galaxy themed like pseudo dragon.
Exactly.
Cool. I dig it. And it does kind of look like that, the kind of moving star systems and kind of the deep purples and blacks, and it's a beautiful creature. Kala kind of pops out. Hello there.
Hi. Well, you're already a lot more pleasant than the last one I had.
Is it verbally speaking, or is it doing the like pseudo dragon telepathy?
It's doing
thing?
the pseudo dragon telepathy thing.
Okay.
Hashtag pseudo dragon telepathy. Hashtag best.
Hashtag pseudo dragon telepathy thing. Yeah, so she is just speaking through telepathy. Is there anything I can help you with, or did you just want to say hello?
I wanted to introduce myself for sure. Make sure that everything's on the up and up, and you're just gonna slowly lean over and check to see if it's got a hole in its chest.
He's just kind of like make an investigation check.
Oh, 23. I'm loving the digital dice.
23. There is no hole in the chest.
I can see into your soul.
Just yeah, nothing.
Awesome. The last one I had was I don't want to say defective because that sounds really rude, but you know. Is there anything I need to know about you? Allergies?
You know I'm a fae, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to be presumptuous. That seemed rude.
Nothing that you need to know. I'm here to help you serve Lady Illustre in any way I can.
Fantastic. How you can serve me and Lady Illustre is he's going to look around and he's going to like habitually look for a chandelier or a high perch that she can go sit and just watch.
Okay. Yeah, there is like a chandelier, and you see she kind of scales the wall and kind of curls up, kind of crossing her arms and looking, monitoring the room.
Oh, one more thing before you go. He's going to pick up his lamp and hold it out to her. I'm like, can you lift this?
She kind of extends her tail out and curls her tail around the handle. Yes?
Fantastic. He's going to put it back on the dresser and have her go up to her perch to watch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all good. We're back to the chandelier. Kala goes. And with that, you guys do hear the door open. Addison, you walk in to see Give me a perception check, Addison.
Okay. No, I have a d20. There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. 14.
Did you want to make a stealth check for Kala, or did you just leave her?
Let's do it.
Go for it.
12.
Okay, so Addi, as you do enter, you would see a pseudo dragon, galaxy kind of themed, some moving stars and different blacks, purples, and pinks wrapped around the chandelier, holding Torch's lamp.
Torch, you do realize that there's a pseudo dragon holding your lamp.
Yeah,
on the
she's
chandelier.
always been here.
Make it a deception check?
I need to make my insight check here.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
If you pulled this off, dude, because yeah, it's always been here. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to be really hard because it's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, you don't pass.
Okay.
4.
Wait. Can I use my inspiration to reroll?
You can.
Damn it, it wasn't better.
Damn, you hate to say it. Yeah, so Addi, you're like, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Let's just say I'm going through some changes, both internally and externally, and when that happens in a guy's life, some things change. For some people, they grow more facial hair.
Addi gestures at his hair and was obviously
Oh, the
with
new
the
blue
blue
streak, yeah.
the blue streak in it.
Some people
Obviously.
dye their hair.
It's not
Some
a
people get
phase,
dragons.
Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Is Asher still at the
Asher, yeah.
workbench?
He is
Asher's
not noticing
in the
either of
room,
your existences.
cleaning his guns. He's just vibing.
Addi walks up behind him and drops Roscoe on the table in front of him.
Oh shit! Rusco, are you
Rusco.
SK
Yeah.
or CO?
Russ.
You see Rusco just kind of goes absolutely hog wild, man. Just completely excited, jumping on you, licking your face. Just the whole
I'm just
Monty.
like holding him, just like giving him little like under the jaw scritches while holding him up and like, please make sure he doesn't knock any of those screws off. Hello, Rusco. I missed you. Just kind of like getting him calmed down enough that he's just like curled ball in my arm.
Yeah.
Addison smiles and starts picking up screws to the weapons and
That one
making
goes
sure
over
they're
there.
accounted for.
Yeah, you just kind of clean up. Asher's giving you some different directions.
Where? How? What?
Mom and Dad
Thank
got
you.
him.
They're alive.
And they're here. Vosk and
Oh.
Vosk's friends brought them here.
Oh.
Tijan got them
He's
out of the
got-
house.
And he's just gonna set Rusco next to him and just kind of pick up the last few pieces and finish assembling his pistols and holster them.
Okay.
Why do I suspect this is a bribe?
Dad wants to talk to us.
He's gonna unholster his pistols, set them on the table, and go, all right. And he's gonna unbelt his sword and put it down and just disarm himself.
Okay.
Better safe than sorry, considering.
He's going to explain some things.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does have a few
Gent-
to explain, doesn't he?
Gently.
I'm going to hear him out. I don't remember what was said yesterday, so I will hear him out. And then I may punch him in the face. and I reserve that right.
I'm
Not the spouse interrupting.
Not the spouse. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everybody. I hope you guys are with people you love, hanging out.
I'm with you guys, so yeah.
Exactly.
Kinda.
And for those of us who don't
Oh my
celebrate
God.
Valentine's Day,
Josh, thank you.
Hey!
Thank you for the raid, buddy. Guys,
Welcome, Raiders.
if you don't already know, Mr. Josh, aka the Governor, he is one of the incredible innkeepers over at the Welcome Inn.
and Shika, too?
Oh my
Oh,
God!
oh man! Whoa!
Okay,
We got some people in here
Hey,
now.
everybody.
Hi, guys.
not good.
Hi.
Apologies,
Hello.
because you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
at least we're in our feels right now.
Yeah,
So
we're having some emotional
Yeah.
D&D. Thank you everybody for coming in, rating, and following. This is twitch.tv/communitydm, where we do all things from play
Beat you to
Pokemon.
both Shazzos.
Right? God damn it. Fuck.
Oh.
Where we do all things from a Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke stream to playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you to both Sean and Josh for dropping a raid. We love those boys. If you do not already, if you have not already checked out the Welcome Inn, please go check out the Welcome Inn. They are an incredible group of D&D creators. This is a collaborative D&D channel, and I will be DMing there on Wednesday for Ever Changing Arena. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I guess let's get back to D&D. I've been raided like twice. This is stressful.
That's fantastic. We
But-
got to get you a raid trailer.
But thank you guys. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so
Moving on.
Asher, you just found out that your parents are here.
Yeah.
Um,
Asher points down at Ruscon just as he's disarming himself. You stay here. Be a good boy. Don't fight him. And he points at Torch and looks at Torch. Don't try and eat my pet. Lead on.
He's like, why the fuck would I eat your fox, dude? Okay.
I don't know.
You leave Rusco there. Go ahead and roll initiative, Torch. You're going to be fighting this fox for the next
Awesome.
10 minutes. I'm kidding.
Actually, I'd like to try and charm Rusco with some bits of dried meat.
Yeah, go ahead and make an animal handling check. I'm down for this.
That's gonna be a 12.
Oh, I have the stats for Rusco. Okay. I'll give him an insight check.
He's been trained not to trust people.
Dog, that's a 3. He's like, fuck yeah, dude. Meat. Hell yeah. You and Rusco.
Not very well trained.
Yeah. You and Rusco, best friends. You guys
Awesome.
are chill.
He's like he's the dog that just walks up to anybody and just like, let me lick your face.
right.
By the
So-
time I'm done with you, you won't remember Asher. Yeah, no, you won't. No, you won't.
So, you two have now created an incredible bond, and now Addi and Asher, you guys are walking the room where your parents were. You guys have any conversations you want to have before you enter that room?
Asher is still not meeting Addi's eye.
Okay.
And it's kind of noticeable. Like, I'm assuming Addi's trying to catch his eye, and he's just kind of like,
yeah,
Sure.
tell me what it is.
we'll talk about it another time. I need to think it over.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
I'll be right back. I have to grab the cat.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Chad actually asked a very
I'm
interesting
trying to
question.
run out the door.
Alec, what made you want to be the dungeon master in the first place?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's okay. Let's turn off the tense music, I guess.
Please.
I I wanted to be a dungeon master because I wanted to tell amazing stories with some of my favorite people on Earth. And being able to cultivate wonderful moments of happiness, sadness, anger seemed like the best way to do that. So I picked up the books, skimmed through them, and then thought, fuck it, let's do it. And it's been some of the greatest joys of my life, being able to run games for people.
Cool. Sorry about that. The
No.
cat's a flight risk, so
All good.
So yeah, that's gonna hurt Addi a little bit.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And then we'll kind of nod and continue on in awkward silence.
Sure. So you guys take out you take your walk into the room. Asher, you kind of break the entry first. And you see not only your mother in, like I described earlier, this large steel blue gown with high collar, this big kind of pluming neck piece, and your father in a similarly colored steel gray suit, or steel blue suit, large frock coat, big kind of bowler top hat on. He has his kind of spectacles and his large handlebar mustache, kind of black and gray mix, and he kind of looks to you not cold but almost apprehensive. Boy.
Asher is gonna just kind of reach up and take off his hat and just kind of stand, not meeting his parents' eyes, and just, Father. And he's not cleaned up at all. He's still
No, both
beat to
siblings
shit.
still look like shit.
There is definitely blood on both of us.
We
still.
quite obviously got our asses handed to us yesterday.
Yeah.
Your mother
We do not look like the proper nobles we were raised to be.
Your mother stands up and is quickly, please, children, sit down. This is going to be an uncomfortable conversation. Please sit.
I prefer to stand, if you excuse me.
Your mother, Vivian, does walk up to you. Asher, hand to your cheek. Darling, please.
And he's just going to reach up for her hand and just kind of pat it. It's okay. I just need to stand. Just let it be.
She takes your hand from her cheek and just kisses it and sits down. Well, your father begins to kind of pick up his voice. Ardani is a Stonebridge. It's true. I wish I could lie about that fact, but frankly, this is something I should have copped to and faced a long time ago. Was a different man before you two were born. Adulterer, a gambling man, nothing a father or husband should be. I used my power for my benefit. Through my idiocy, frankly, I courted a woman I should not have. And your half-sister was born shortly thereafter. Before the two of you. I paid woman off. I was to never see her or the child ever again. Gods, I wish I could fucking change it. I wish I could have been the father. I can't change the past. I can only own up to what I've done. What do you wish to know?
Does she have the papers she claims to have? The ones that make her the head of Stonebridge?
His eyes look to the ground. Yes. If she wishes it fit, she can declare herself the Lady of House Stonebridge.
She has.
Which... that means she would inherit over me.
A bastard, as your firstborn. Well, at least we weren't considered well among the other nobles before. So we're not ruining any reputations here.
Damn reputation.
Exactly. And if we're being honest, you're not the only one at fault, Father. Addison and I have had our dealings. Mostly Addison, but...
Yes, I know you two have been playing criminal in the streets. I know. I figured I had no place to judge. My past transgressions and all that.
Transgressions of youth, would you say?
No, I would not say. For I was not a young man. I was still married to your mother. And you see, as your mother is listening to Samson, your father, just kind of go through this retelling, you can tell it's breaking her heart all over again. She is hiding her face. She is knowing it was reality was bad enough, but hearing it again is definitely opening some wounds. And we know she's already sacked a city.
2.
Sacked. She laid waste. Complete and utter murder.
From understanding, was it Ormasi or
Orasir.
Orisa?
Orasir.
From our understanding, she took Orasir some months ago. And Asher, I don't know if his parents would pick up on this, but Addi would notice.
Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.
Shannon, thank you for the gifted subs, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Right in the middle of a scene, damn it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Shannon.
How you know when you found the one? When they support
Asher?
not just your Twitch career, but also your D&D Twitch career.
Heyo.
Asher is
Happy Valentine's Day.
standing like just stock stiff, and Addi, you'd notice he's actually partly crushing his hat, and his hands, like his knuckles are white, but his eyes are locked on your mother. We need time to recover. We must speak with the king and make a plan. This is not just us dealing with an angry family member. She intends to take all of Drugamesh. This is someone committing a coup against the king.
Well, I understand. That is why I've asked King Nadal to take your mother and I somewhere else.
Stay here. In his palace, in his courts.
It's already
Safe.
happening, son. can't tell you where we're going. I aim not to endanger you any more than I already have.
We cannot be endangered any more than we already are.
Addison has been since he stated that Ardani would inherit over them. It's been stone stock quiet. Looks at their father and goes, "Please understand, I do love you." Walks over and delivers a right hook straight to his jaw.
Oh, he's not gonna try and defend against that. He takes it. He grits his jaw, and you go ahead and roll. Let's roll a d4.
That's a 4.
So you hear a hearty whack as your fist connects to your father's face, and you see a little spurt of blood come from the mouth as he just kind of get your things, darling. We're leaving.
No, first you need something. And Asher's going to reach into his pocket and take out a bundle of papers and a ring, place them on the table, look his father square in the eye for the first time since he entered the room. You should have known better. And turn and leave. And walk back to their room.
And that is where we're going to take our first break. Fuck me, dude. Okay. I knew there was going to be some emotional fallout the last time, but Jesus fucking Christ, I am so sorry.
I don't think you
We
are.
had
I think
happy
you do this-
backstories, god damn it.
Yes, we had happy backstories and you took that away.
I'm sorry.
on all fronts.
All right. Once again, thank you so much, Sean and Josh, for the raids. We love you guys here very much. And we will be back in about 5 minutes. Hang out, stay hydrated, grab some snacks if you need them. We'll be back for more intelligence save after our break. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
We're back. Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are hydrated. Hope you're ready for some more drama. All right, so where we left off, Addi, I think you had some choice words to share with your father.
Yes. So Addi has just punched their father.
Yep.
And looks up at him with as of right now, a quiet fury. 23 years. 23 years I've devoted to becoming head of House Stonebridge. You know, it's not the loss of inheriting. Honestly, I could care less if I inherited. It's the fact that all of that is thrown out the window.
What do you want me to say?
Even at least knowing that somewhere out there, I have a half-sister. That way I would have been at least prepared for something like this. You know, I've never cared at all. Except making you proud.
I never thought she'd want it. We're nothing compared to the Scandal or Crown, to the Vistals. We're nothing. Coal miners and shit sweepers. That's what they think of us. I didn't think she'd fucking want it. But here we are. Here we are. You want me to apologize for things I did in my past? I wish I could. I can't. It's done. I wanted this child, whether I was in their life or not, to know that if they needed help, they could find it. If I thought this child would grow to be a snake that chokeholded our family, I would have sent her across the goddamn seas. I'm not a good man, Addison. I'm selfish.
I guess I take after you then.
I suppose you do.
Because had I known that woman existed, would have made sure to stay the hell away from her. Would have never introduced Asher to my activities. So while I blame you partially, God's eye do, I blame myself as well. Now, do you know what I've done in the past 24 hours?
He doesn't respond. He is just looking at you.
I killed a man, an innocent man, a very kind man, who helped us, and I put an arrow through his heart.
With that, your mother sobs into her hands at the table, and your father just kind of doesn't move, but can hate me. You can be angry at me. You have every right. I hate myself. I should have brought her home. I should have taught her what love was. It was okay that she existed, but I threw her to the streets. To a world that was cold and cruel and unforgiving, just like her father. I would change it all. Listen, Asher, I would change it. All of it. So denounce the family name if that's what will make you sleep at night. Kill your sister if that is what will make you sleep at night. But please find a way to sleep at night.
I'm going to stop her. Seeing as she's a member of my house, I'm going to make sure she doesn't betray our oath to the king. And I will do so as a member of House Stonebridge. Afterwards, we'll see about it then. But I'm going to clean up our mess, Dad. We'll discuss the future of House Stonebridge afterwards. Because, like it or not, officially, I'm the next one to inherit. Until either I'm dead and she takes it, or something else happens.
The castle is under the king's protection. At least for now. He has agents there, keeping eyes on it. Your mother and I will be leaving now.
Addi looks to her mom and to their mom.
Yeah, she's just... this soul-crushing agony that she is in accentuates to her face as she just... her crystalline blue eyes just leaking tears as she just looks into yours. I love you. Love you both. So much. So much.
I have always loved you. Even when it was difficult, I have loved you.
Your mom looks to you, Asher.
I left the room, remember?
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah. I haven't been there this whole time.
Please give your brother a hug and kiss for me. Protect him. He's so kind. I don't want to watch the world take that away from him.
I will make sure, as I always have, to watch out for him. But I can't take respect for to do my best to shield him from the world. I cannot make any promises for that aspect.
Selfish of me to ask. She wraps you in one last hug.
Addi hugs her back, and kind of the small smile, and trying to at least make her mother, their mother, smile.
Yeah.
Goes, and don't worry about Suitor's mom. I think I might have found one.
I'm sure he's a ruffian.
Naturally.
As long as you're happy.
And Addison walks out of the room.
Okay. The door shuts. Vosk is out there.
Addison's rubbing their knuckles.
He
from punching their dad.
He grabs the hand. I think it's time for breakfast.
I think it's time for breakfast as well.
It's cool, it's Slugger. Jesus Christ. Come on. Mention your dad. You're 7 degrees cooler. With that, Asher, did you go back to the room?
Yeah, I headed back to the room and strapped my weapons back on.
Okay. So, with that, you guys all enter the room again. As you take a couple seconds. Is there anything you guys want to say to each other?
Addison walks in, sees Torch, and goes, "Officially, your family's not the most fucked on the face of the planet."
But it's close.
It's pretty close.
Asher is going to kind of turn to Addison as he finishes belting on his sword.
Yep.
You're still my sibling. But it's just Asher now. I don't care if you decide to keep the names. I'm done with them.
Give me an inspiration point for that, Ash.
Thank you. I already have one.
Well, yeah, you get more
You
than
got to
one.
get better at using your inspiration points.
Yeah.
I haven't had much to do.
On that note, so
Use inspiration to counter trauma.
it sounds like you guys had
Give
a
it a
rough
roll.
go of it. I got something cool, and he's gonna shout, "Top Gun!"
What are you doing with my fox?
You see as Kala flies down holding Rusko, as Rusko's just kind of like and is dropped down and just kind of yips and kind of is jumping around all excited, like having a great time. Kala's wings are kind of flapping, her tail's kind of going wildly. You can tell they're both pretty excited about it.
Boy, Roscoe.
He's super stoked, like he's just really happy.
Asher's just gonna kind of look at him for a second, then put his arm down. Roscoe, up! And he's gonna run up my arm and settle around
Yeah,
my
he
neck.
just kind of chills around the scarf. All right. And as you guys are kind of chilling in the room as for right now, you hear another knock at the door.
Come in.
The door
Make that
opens. The
Say,
door
this is not just your room. Other people live here.
The door
Have
opens and you see a tall elven man, drow in nature, medium length, kind of wavy white hair tucked behind his long and scarred ears. He is wearing a large silver encrusted black and purple frock coat. He has a couple sashes and armored ornaments on his wear. He looks. Hello, I am King Nadolvrin.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Asher is going to just like take his hat off and like do the sweeping proper bow, but it's really like kind of junctified because one, sore, and two, at a loss for words and kind of just stunned.
Yeah.
Torch is gonna do like the hands at the side and just like waist bow.
No, please.
Addie's just gonna glare at him.
Yeah. Addie's just like, oh,
Fucking knows.
God.
The formalities are not necessary. I promise you that. Breakfast is ready. I wanted to come and get you myself.
That sounds wonderful, Your Majesty.
But I hope you're hungry. We made a lot. And we have a bit to speak of. So I'm sure you have questions, but thank you for staying here. And he does bow to you three. See you down there shortly. He begins to walk out. You guys can decide to follow if you want.
Torch is gonna like put his hand on Addison's shoulder and just lean in like, hey, I've never met a king before. Did that go okay? Or am I gonna get executed later?
You were absolute rubbish.
And you have to understand, in the material plane, if you're from a different plane like you are, you're actually supposed to grovel, not just bow. We're nobles, we can bow.
Insight
You
check.
grovel.
Go ahead and insight check. Asher, give
I
me a
will
deception check.
deception.
Because he's from the material plane.
With my +0 modifier.
19 plus 2, 21 to
Yeah.
insight check.
14, but I'm going to use one of my inspirations.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll that.
Come on, nat 20. Better, but still not enough. It's a 19.
Well, you
Okay.
get +0 to your deception, right?
Yeah, so it's a 19.
Yeah, no.
So even if you roll 20.
Well, no, a nat 20 would have still skill success.
Anyway, point is, I
Anyway.
see through you. I'm just gonna lead over like, your fox is mine now, and then I'm gonna bolt out the door.
Okay.
Really? Because he seems to be clinging to me.
You watch as he. No, I'm kidding. All right, so you guys follow.
Well, I was gonna say, Addison's like starts to follow, looks down and realizes they're still covered in like their armor that's covered in
Yeah.
blood and
We're-
stuff, and then immediately turns around and goes to change.
I
Yeah,
think all of us are just like nasty,
I'm sure.
bloody.
I think Torch changed.
Torch looks like pristine.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think.
Asher is
Barney
going to stay
Stinson.
beat to hell and just follow the king because you do not leave a king waiting.
Okay, yeah. So you just run down.
He
Addison-
has been successfully programmed.
You take the time. You get ready. You all cleaned up and everything like that. And as you guys descend down the steps, you see this. The ivory is not just, your room. It spans the entirety of this large hallway down the stairs into this enormous meeting room with this large cherry wood table. It's kind of this dark red tinted table with a bunch of chairs. You see a full spread of eggs, meat, veg. There are drinks. There are tankards of ale. There's wine. There's anything under the sun that you could want. You see these large stained glass windows kind of lining this tall meeting hall. You see depictions of Tiamat, the scaled tyrant, and 3 warriors of destiny that had taken battle against her and defeated her 30 years past. You see the history of Drow kind of laid upon these long and room-spanning windows. This is a gorgeous room. Big chandeliers are just kind of, lining the ceiling, and you see King Nadal all the way across the end of the table, sitting. He's like, "Please have a seat." You see a few, a mix of human, dwarven, elven help, just kind of pulling out chairs for you guys. Oh, please have a seat.
Asher's gonna sit and properly, they've been taught this.
Yeah,
He's
you're
literally just moving on instinct at this point. You move your sword in the exact right way. You sit, you take your hat off, and
Yeah.
place it in the right spot.
And you do see Marguerite and Vosker at the table.
If there is a spot next to Marguerite, he's going to sit there.
There is an open spot, and you do go and you sit next to Marguerite.
Question,
Yeah.
because it is a noble event, is there a bowl of water on the table in front of each guest?
Yes. I don't know what this
Does
means,
Torch know
but
what a finger bowl is?
no. I would assume not.
It,
No.
was potentially common in a lot of courts where before a meal, a bowl of water would be placed in front of each guest and they would clean their hands with it.
I will say yes.
In Shrek 2, I believe, he actually drinks it.
We're go-
Yeah.
And we're going Shrek 2 logic. This is my favorite D&D campaign.
No, this is
period.
actually
Oh
a
my
historical
God.
thing, but that's the
Yeah.
reference that I think you would know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah.
So, Torch, do you know what a finger bowl is?
I telepathically ask Kala, does she know what a finger bowl is?
Yes, I'm a fair. I know what a fucking finger bowl is.
Okay. Yes, I absolutely know what a finger bowl is.
What's the finger bowl?
Telepathically ask Kala, what is a finger bowl?
You use it
We're all just kind of leaned into each other. Do you know what you're doing?
You use it to wash your hands.
Oh, I'm just gonna like slowly dip my fingers, and as I do, steam kind of flows up from the bowl.
Can we talk about the fact that mine is now red?
Yeah, true. The blood, it's disgusting. Just, oh gods, oh gods, oh gods.
Could I have another?
Suddenly he wishes that he
apologies.
stayed with Addison
That he would have gotten rid
to
of.
clean
My
up.
apologies, my lord. I with everything
He
going
kind
on,
of
I
looks, he's my husband. A dingy sort, so I'm not unused to it. Please.
just clean them as best I can.
So, you were brought here pretty quickly. Hope you all slept.
Extenuous circumstances, obviously.
Yes.
At what point does Addison walk in?
I'd say you're coming in now after everybody else has just kind of sat down. You see an open seat next to Vosk, between Vosk and Torch.
Yeah, totally go straight for it.
Cool. Yeah, you pop down. Welcome. Happy to see you here. So I'm sure you have questions. Please, ask away.
It's hard to figure out where to start.
Been there. I've been there. Well, I am Xen'Dryx, Xen'Dryx. You were brought here. I assume it was for a very important reason. I have been king of Xen'Dryx for the last 30 years. My husband and I, Lester, we killed Tiamat.
Lester Vryn?
No, Lester Lawson. He is a chosen of Isla's Stray and a one of the Fate Touched. Yes, we.
Torch is gonna perk up immediately after hearing that and just like immediately start paying very, very close attention.
We met
Where did I read?
pretty early in his adventures and love at first sight. He's a good man. But I don't know if any of you would have been born yet, but Xen'Dryx was a wasteland. It was stripped of all life, and the sun hadn't touched here in ages, but thankfully we were able to restore it to the beautiful nature that it was before a time of unfortunate calamity. I'm happy to have you here now. It's a nicer set. But please answer any questions. Ask any questions you like.
Torch is gonna pick up a piece of. Is there bacon on the table?
Oh yeah, there's like anything under the sun you can imagine.
Torch is gonna would have been picking up pieces of bacon and then singeing them to like crisps and
Okay,
then like
yeah.
scarfing on them, and like just through a mouth of ash. Do you have a library?
Yes, we do have a library. I'm a bit of a bookish sort. What are you looking for? Anything in particular?
No. And he's just gonna continue eating bacon.
He likes books.
Good. Books are good.
My grace. I assume that our friends Marguerite and Vosk have filed a report with you of what occurred.
Yes, we discussed a bit of the details. One Ardani Bousette, some Viper's hands.
Ardani Stonebridge.
Stonebridge.
You can have a discussion with our father about that, since apparently you'll know where he is.
We've sent them off already.
I'm sure you can him back if you need to talk.
We'll be sending people to ask questions. But we know that she's already taken Orasir. And plans to take more.
When we left, it appeared she was close to taking Olcas. Or preparing to do so.
No, we cleared her out of the city pretty quickly. She wasn't even there herself. Thankfully, it was grunts. I feel horribly. He kind of looks to Marguerite and to Vosk. I know I should have sent more ISIN lead members, but unfortunately, I didn't think we would run into the Viper's Hand, and frankly, I didn't think the Viper's Hand was going to be as adversarial as they were. But you live and you learn, and he looks to them. I do apologize, both of you. Marguerite, looking a bit more chipper. Darling, please, there is nothing to apologize for. I got to sleep in a nice big bed. I got to lay comfy. I woke up next to a handsome man. She points towards you, Asher. Everything was wonderful.
Asher's face
Truly.
goes red.
Vosk,
You can't tell through the blood.
right, yeah. Vosk is kind of just... It's what I signed up for. Just doing my job. Problem, my lord. Regardless, Marguerite came to you all with a job offer. Something
Yes.
akin to taking contracts with the ISIN League. That seems more important now than ever. See, I scout Tolesh, I scout Xen'Dryx, and I scout Drukamesh for talent. People of influence, people of kindness, people of strength. Seek them out to work with us. You three fall into each category very nicely. And I would love to work with you in finding this Ardani Stonebridge and making sure that the items that she has taken power from and the deities she finds power from are no more.
I think there, our intents and plans coincide. And personally, I see benefit in working, if not for, at least alongside the ISIN League, but I cannot speak for my compatriots.
Understood. Yeah, Nadal looks to you, Orch. You feel as if you could align yourself with us. Take our help in finding Ardani Stonebridge and...
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna roast her alive, and he's gonna eat more. Like, if there's ham on the table, he's gonna singe one of those, and...
Okay, yeah. Totally. He's like, oh, well.
Did you know you can actually boil a person?
I did,
Proper table etiquette.
No, I was
Your
told...
father is supposedly a king.
I was told that, a long time ago by a young wizard I once knew. Yeah. Now, you.
Harry Potter?
Gunther Gizzard, the greatest kid lizard to ever wizard.
I'm sorry.
You realize now we have to have that as a character, right?
Oh, Gunther is one of the 3 characters that killed Tiamat in my first Aosha campaign.
Oh, I fucking love it!
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Addison pauses and goes, and I thought I had a long name.
Yeah. It was obviously a self-imposed title, but
Yes.
pretty fitting title nonetheless. I saw him fireball a god. That shit was crazy. You see Nadal's kind of loosening up, like he's kind of just. But all the same, Addi, do you think you could align yourself with us?
Completely.
Are any of you familiar with the blade singing arts?
Addi just kind of looks to Vosk and
Vosk is just like itching his head. He's like, Jesus Christ, here we go again.
It's like, I've heard of it.
I have also heard of it.
I know you're more of a ranged fighter, Asher.
I am perfectly capable of using my blades as well as my guns.
Well, you're here. We'd be happy to teach you
Ooh.
those ways.
If we're talking about learning and
Addison visibly perks
gaining
up.
skills, I would be interested in this, but I also have a request of you if we're doing this work.
Please, any
A
requests?
workshop. I have a number of designs that I can construct and also provide you with mass production diagrams for, so that you can provide them to your military if needed. Which, by the end of this, I suspect we will have need of them.
That could be greatly appreciated. Yes, of course we can get you some sort of workshop. Just tinkering, that sort of thing.
Tinkering, small forge. I have a list I've started. I will provide it to
Give us-
whatever steward I need to.
Just hand it to me. I can make sure it gets done. Give us maybe a month to get that completed.
Yeah, so he just kind of pulls a page out of his journal where he's written down kind of a list of like the most basic version of his home workshop he could think of.
He's kind of
what he needs to make firearms.
Yeah, you see he's kind of just reading the list. He hands it off to a dwarven house servant.
What if like the dwarf looks at it and just whistles? Just
He's like, Jesus, this guy wants a lot of shit. Am I right? Ooh-wee. All
Does
right.
he say that like
Yeah,
in Dwarvish?
He does. He's like, oh.
does he say it in common or
He
does
says
say
it. He says it in
Dwarvish?
common. He's just like, Jesus Christ. That is
See
a
his workshop
hefty
at
order.
home. Ooh.
I made myself.
He kind of elbows Nadal. Are they paying rent? Huh? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He kind of walks off. He's like,
Why do I feel like he just handed it to the head butler?
he's just
Who's
like,
also the court fool.
yeah. He's just kind of like, you see, he's kind of got a saunter to a step. If like you didn't, you
Oh
might
god, it's the
assume
bard.
you might assume he's drunk. Like he's just kind of like vibing, like just walking, going.
Dude has all the chill.
And you see Nadal's just kind of laughing. Workshop that can be done. Is there anything else? Anything any of you would need? I can see what I can do.
I mean, in the immediate future, I would love clean clothing and a bath, if you'll excuse me.
Eat your food. Enjoy the meal. I'm going to see that this starts to get done.
Addison does speak up and goes, as far as blade singing,
Yeah.
that is something that I would be interested in.
He kind of smirks, looks over to Vosk. You have a good teacher there.
I suspect mine will be tough on me.
You see Marguerite just kind of tilts back a glass of wine. Oh, sugar, you have no idea. takes a big swig of the wine. King Nadal pushes his chair back and stands. Please enjoy your meal. If you have any other questions, I'm sure Marguerite and Voss can answer them.
Your Majesty,
Yes.
I'm unfamiliar with the etiquette of the land, but perhaps you could help me with something.
Of course.
If someone is the son of per se a entire elemental plane, where does that put him on the patriarchal hierarchy?
Oh man, it's
His
just
father
like
is Shazzos the Gentle.
Shazzos the,
yes,
Shazzos the Gentle. Oy.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's is a
Yes.
loaded question. I assume if your father doesn't talk to you very often, quite low.
Was afraid of that. Okay. Also,
Yeah.
temple. Do you happen to have a temple of Illustrae I could visit?
We do, yes. We have one downstairs.
Fantastic.
There's also one in a garden here if you wish to use that one.
Fantastic. He's gonna grab another handful of bacon and then head downstairs.
Okay, cool. So, all right. King Nadal stands. See, he's off. Oh, Jesus, Brigadier Bacon.
Oh,
It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Same. We don't need him. Anyway. If you have any other questions, please find me. We'll have jobs for you guys to take. Things to work on your training. Get things going. When we feel we're ready, we'll start making moves against Ardani.
Best plan I've heard in months.
Gun.
Okay. He stands up. Enjoy your breakfast. And King Nadal walks out of the room. All right, we're going to follow Torch. Torch, you push down past everybody and you begin to walk downstairs. You see this beautiful dark room with purple windows and iconography of the moon and the stars lining the ceiling. And you see a statue of very similar beautiful woman with long flowing hair obscuring the nudity of her body with a large sword kind of sprawled across. You see pews. You see a collection of what looks to be tomes and grimoires. What do you want to do?
Are there any clergy present right now, or is it pretty much deserted?
Give me a perception check.
A perception. I see nothing. 8. I see nothing.
You do see somebody tending to books. Looks to be another drow man. Hair is shorter, swept back, kind of similarly to Vosk's. He is wearing a similar attire to no, shop, I did mean nude.
I think there's some confusion between my deity and the act of blade dancing.
No, the act of blade dancing does not need to be done nude.
However,
No. He kind of looks. Sorry, I'm not used to seeing new faces around here. How you doing? Lester Lawson, nice to meet you.
Good evening, Lester. I was wondering if you could help me out with something.
So
I'm
Xen'Dryx is just fantasy Boston?
Well, okay, so Lester is a character from my first campaign who is Nadal's husband.
Fate touched.
Fate touched. So this is the person that Nadal was talking about. You guys upstairs. He's not from here. He's from fantasy Boston across the sea.
It's a long name.
It's called Tolesh, goddammit.
I like fantasy Boston across the sea better. Sounds like a Yankee Candle.
Oh,
God.
God, yeah, it does.
In that moment, Lester, I was hoping you could help me out with something.
Sure.
I'm a bit new to this whole thing.
The worship thing.
I'm going to sit down, and as I sit down, I'm going to basically explain my entire life story from the understanding that my dad was actually a really big jerk, to the capture of my mother, to discovering Illustrae as a patron, to where I get my new pseudo dragon, and now I've got this really cool galaxy dragon, and I feel like I should be doing more.
He kind of sits, like, leans back on a pew. That's valid. I mean, shit, when I found Illustrae, I was a cog in the machine, man. I was running around with my crew, and we were just trying to do what was right. And this is when the Drow War, the revolution was happening, and when I was still human.
Back it up. Still human.
Illustrae made me this.
Torch is going to begin inspecting parts of his body to see if any of his skin is turning black.
It was my choice.
Oh.
Through my time being a fate touched and learning more about Drow culture, and I'd always felt lost in my humanity. I don't know. Just felt right. And Illustrae made me one of her children.
Does she do that often? Is that something that you can ask of her?
You want it? You talk to Illustrae?
I'm going to take out my deck of silver playing cards, and I assume there's like a bench or a table, and ever since I found this, yeah.
He kind of smiles. I've seen, frankly, she likes the what do you call it? She likes fuckheads, basically. I think she knows that they got good hearts.
Well, she's not wrong.
I mean, that it's a big choice. It's not something I made lightly. You know, I didn't have family. I didn't have when I chose to leave my old life and come to Xen'Dryx and rebuild it with Nadal, I essentially started my life over again. And, you know, for me, that was the right choice. Might not be for everybody else.
Torch is gonna look down at the breastplate that he's wearing that's got the crescent moon symbol on it.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna, you know, that doesn't sound half bad. If I wanted to learn more about Our Lady Illustrae, where would be a good starting point? For example, that giant sword she's got. Does everyone get one of those? Because that looks pretty cool.
There's only one. I got it. She gifted it to me when I became a chosen. Fight Tiamat. Don't use it much. But I can't just go giving it away. You understand?
No, absolutely.
But I appreciate the gumption, you know? I do appreciate that. I mean, if you want to learn more about it, there's books here. What don't you know that you want to know?
Assume that I know nothing other than she's kind of hot. And, okay, let's be real. She's very hot.
He does laugh. I mean, yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
And her name is Illustrae. And I get the sense that she's intentionally mischievous because she knows that the people that she's working with are genuinely distrusting, and she plays off that a little bit.
It's true. She likes to play with perception. When it comes to Illustrae's mother is Lolth, which she's a whole slew of bad. And, she was supposed to take Lolth's place, and she chose not to. She saw good in people, all people, everybody, and wanted to protect that. Wanted others to protect that. So when certain drow moved to the surface and were cast out by Lolth, she started protecting them.
Torch is internally like beginning to see a lot of similarities between the relationship of his father and his current relationship. He's like, gotcha.
And
she collects lost puppies.
She opens a home to those who think they need it. And shit, I don't know where I'd be without it. I'd probably still be a fucking bard. That's a no
God,
thanks.
bards are the worst.
Right? Fuck bards. God. I'm a paladin now and it's great. Anyway. She wants to keep the world bright. Good. She doesn't want it drowned out in darkness. Doesn't do anything for anyone except the bad. That's the core of what she needs to know. History-wise, there are books here. Take how many ever you want. Read them. That's fine by me.
Thank you. And I have a feeling I'll be back because I definitely want to learn more. And Torch will spend the remainder of whatever time we have here researching Illustrae, her history, abilities, ways that he could potentially appease her, what she would do in situations or what she would want her patrons to do in situations.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. You do that, we will hop back to the breakfast table. Addi and Asher. You guys are sitting, eating, drinking with Marguerite and Vosk. Marguerite's a little loose. Bit drunk. She's like, oh god. Fuck the bandages. Fuck the Viper's hand. Fuck them all. It's all garbage. It's all shit. Fuck it. I hate it all. God.
You can say that again.
Fuck
And
the bandages.
he's gonna look at her and go, I do have news. I don't know how hard your ear was pressed to the door, Vosk.
Vosk is kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, that's Boston. I gotta get out of Boston. Fuck.
I was gonna say, when did he get
Out
to
of
Boston?
Boston. We all get the only person that doesn't need to get out of Boston is Sean. Is
It's Mr. Chickadates.
He's the Chickadanes.
He's just kind of
He's
like,
probably getting so tired of that.
that's valid, dude.
He's terrible at it.
Vosk just kind of, I mean, I wasn't trying to listen. I couldn't help it, but I wasn't trying to listen.
I disowned my family today. Well, not that one, but definitely our father. So I'm just Asher now. Nothing else.
Oh.
So, what does one do when one is normal for a bath?
Did you
Is
did
there
you
a
just
place?
ask me what peasants do to take a bath?
I mean, I know what we do in
Addie's over there
Gilgamesh. I know
choking
what
on
we do in
whatever
Angkor.
they were eating.
Okay, well, I can show you if you want to take a bath.
Just have somebody direct me. I don't. And his face is red again. He's just kind of pulling his. He's just kind of holding his hat in front of his face now.
She takes your hand. You might want to leave the fox.
No, Roscoe's good at baths. He's good in the water.
Okay.
Addie just reaches around, grabs
She
Just scruffs him and puts him on your shoulders.
Yeah.
She takes your hand, Asher, and walks you to a bathroom. A washroom. No!
Oh no!
Oh, fuck!
Alec, what did you do?
Apparently, I just introduced fantasy glory holes.
That was not where my mind went.
What is now? Here we are.
Now it is because you
All right,
said it.
Bye, everybody. Okay, anyway.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Oh,
Jesus
no.
fucking
God.
Christ.
God.
Anyway,
Uh,
Marguerite takes you up to a
It
bedroom.
needs me to
Yes.
to where a bath is located.
And you guys do whatever you want to do.
I'm going to excuse myself and wait for her to leave.
She as you walk up, she turns the bath on, sets out
I
soaps.
believe I can do that part myself.
Okay, then what the fuck?
I just
what do you
don't know
ask?
where anything is here.
In a
Or if they have
bedroom.
like public bathing.
No,
because it's
in a
completely different
bedroom
country.
like a normal human being. Gods,
You're not a human
hopeless.
being though.
What the fuck do you mean?
She's a half elf.
I'm a human.
uh,
I mean, I'm a being.
if
made of
Addi could be there
humanity.
to smack, Addi just feels a disturbance in the force.
This is
That is
downstairs
arms
in the
reaching through
library.
building and-
this is not boding well for your training, but
Get laid already.
I'm going to leave. Have fun in your bath. I'll talk to you later. Jesus.
Sorry, I'm awkward as hell.
Good night.
Down in the basement,
It's
Torch
the
is like,
morning.
Fuck.
I'm sensing an opportunity to make fun of Asher, and I'm not there.
Right, and I'm not there.
He's just he's going to clean off and watch
Yeah.
the water turn red.
You take the bath. It is what it is. We're leaving it
Oh.
there.
Thank you.
Jesus
People,
Christ.
please stop trying to make my character bone a half elf.
He makes it too easy.
Anyway, we're not okay.
How does he make it too? I'm not even. No.
Nope, we're dropping it.
Let's move on.
So,
What's going on
Addi,
with Vosk and
you are
Addi?
sitting at the table. At this point, you're alone with Vosk. I am
And I have a fox.
perplexed
Huh?
continuously by what the fuck continues to happen here. This
Welcome
just
to my life.
boggles my every fiber of my being.
Which part? All of it. All of it. It's just continuous. This is a continuous cycle for me.
Yeah. How was this conversation with your parents?
Hmm.
I really wasn't trying to listen. I just couldn't not hear the yelling.
How much of that did you get?
It's pieces. Not the whole story, but not the gist.
Just to say that displeasure would be an understatement. I've spent my whole life getting ready to lead a house that apparently I'm not in line to lead for, which honestly that doesn't bother me. It's just that I wish he would have told me.
It's fair. Can't say I haven't done things I wish I could hide from people. Shit. I think about a lot of them all the time. And there are things I can't take back. There are things I can't change, and all I can do is try and make it better now. So
Although it did feel good to punch him.
I'm sure it did. I mean, I grew up in an orphanage. I don't know what it's like to feel that kind of anger toward a parent. I hope you feel better. What I'm saying.
A little.
Little's good enough for me. Blade singing.
It seemed quite interesting.
It's fun. Magic might be weird for you, though.
Well,
Human and all that.
Is that going to be a problem?
Things just might go a little haywire on occasion, but shouldn't be too big of a problem.
Wonderful.
He kind of puts his hand in yours. Addi, I like you a lot. And I just hate that when I met you, it was as a lie. You know, I undercover and I'm just not being truthful about myself, and that's one of those things I wish I could take. I'm trying to make that up now.
Well, from what I've seen of you the past couple days, consider me thoroughly impressed.
Well, it's because I like you doesn't mean I'm going to train you easy.
Oh, I hope not.
I kick your ass a lot.
I would like to see you try.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun then, I think. Regardless, just happy you, Torch, and Ash are okay. Being an edgy, sad boy, as I were the other night, I took a lot of responsibility for that. I just want to do what I can now to help. So,
Well, I did have one question though.
yeah.
What exactly was it that you sent me to get down there?
It's an amulet, some sort of magic amulet. I wasn't even really privy to the details. The only thing I got any information on was the hand. Belonged to an archmage aeons ago. Some sort of Etesian artifact. Names lost to history, but some sort of powerful relic.
Well, I am sorry that it is in the hands of Ardani. I'm not sorry I gave it up.
I'm not either. All good. All good.
Addi reaches over, grabs their coffee, finishes it, leans back and goes, "So lesson 1.
Lesson 1. I guess lesson 1 is fencing.
Fencing.
All right, let's go outside. And you guys go head outside.
Yep.
That is where we're going to call it for session 4 of Intelligence Save.
No trauma. Well, minimal trauma this time.
Minimal trauma.
Minimal trauma.
We're kind of cleaning. We're cleaning up. We're cleaning up, you know.
No, there was plenty of trauma. Oh my god, why?
There wasn't any torch trauma this time.
You know, we tried.
A little bit of trauma balance.
You know, just
Also, technically, because Asher gave up the Stonebridge name, I do outrank him on the matriarchal hierarchy.
Nah, that's
I don't think that's how that works. But thank you guys for coming in and joining. Thank you Raiders for sticking around and hanging out and enjoying us watching us play some Dungeons and Dragons. It's been a lot of fun, and we're gonna do a raid. Looks like we've got Nat 20 show, and yeah, let's do the Nat 20 show. Let's raid those boys. So if you guys have the emotes, go ahead and spam the hype emotes when we get in there. Let them know that you commune DM sent you. And with that, we'll see you guys in our next adventure. Hang on for the raid, okay? Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.